Usha Vance, we should mention, is headed to Greenland as Trump is still pushing this nonsense, which people in Greenland are saying, leaders there, that's pretty bold. You're pretty bold to be doing that. He's pushing nonsense to buy the country, and people of that country are clearly sick of it. They've created their own MAGA hat, and it's right to the point. Now, first glance, it does look similar. It almost looks like trademark infringement until you see Make America Go Away. I don't particularly care for this. They have every right to do it. But see, this is what happens when we go around the world. If you like to travel outside of these borders and you understand that there's something else going on, well, hey, you're going to be targeted unless you change up the accent or something. Make America Go Away is how they feel. 85%, according to one opinion poll, shows Greenlanders do not want to join the US, despite Donald Trump claiming the island's population. He just makes up as he goes along. What say you about all of this? The book, Adrian, but also that Usha Vance is, I guess she goes where they tell her, going to Greenland right now in the middle of all this.
Yeah, I think she's trying to be a dutiful wife. At the same time, I don't think I don't know this woman, but I don't necessarily think you can probably divorce her from logic and wise decision making, despite her marriage choices. But I think when we look at the bigger picture in terms of Greenland and how other countries are either unwilling to receive or they're trying to push back on the administration having people come to their countries. I really think that is the stronger message that should be sent by these countries. It shouldn't just be the pushback that can be mustered within the United States, but also the countries that are going to be impacted and that are impacted by Trump's rogue decisions.
Yeah, it's this guy says a lot of stuff. And, part of me used to be tempted to just say, he's just saying stuff because he's just out of control and he doesn't have emotional regulation. I still think that's true. But I also think some of the chaos is like meant to be. You feed pit bull gunpowder because every time you want them to attack. It's vicious. With Trump, it's like a team of people behind the scenes in Project 2025 said, just throw everything at him. Chaos. Gulf of America. We're going to annex Canada. It's just every day there's another headline. I'm not suggesting that they're not, messing up and making mistakes. But at the end of the day, it's like chaos is part of this grand scheme. It's, I don't know. I'll give you the last word on it, but that's just how my mind works. Chaos is part of the plan.
Oh, I agree with you because the thing is in the first administration, it was pretty apparent that he was looking to fill his coffers, whether it's by having Secret Service stay at Trump Manor or just to help enrich his businesses and his friends. Got that check. That's something I can actually understand logically for someone who is immoral and corrupt. But this time around, it's like this person just wants to see the world burn. And so continuously throwing chaos, and it just seems like not only are they more of an oiled machine in terms of creating that chaos, but they are relentless with it. We are suffering from whiplash every day with some new crazed controversy. The first administration, it was his behavior and the things he said. Now this administration, it's the things that he and his administration are doing that are so much just greater in detriment. And it's absolutely terrorizing and it's scary.
Yeah, it's very scary. Back to Usha Vance, and I have a rule, like I don't get involved in people's marriages. You don't know what's going on behind closed doors, this and that, but they kind of put it front and center. They did it at the convention, they do it now. When he's skiing in Vermont, people tell him to go home. That means she should go home too. They don't want her there, okay? But here's the part that interests me. You talked about all of her accomplishments. She's not some wallflower, okay? She is as educated as him, probably smarter. And he's intelligent, okay? Devious, but intelligent. She has the education, the credentials, the experiences. She knows who she is. I guess, they fell in love, blah, blah, blah. Both teams played hard. I don't know. But when I think of somebody like Laura Bush, I began to respect some things when it was put out there with her permission. It seemed like that she was a supporter of abortion, supporter of gay marriage. Michelle Obama, right? Highly educated woman who said, I ain't going to that inauguration. Now, it's just me saying what she told Barack behind closed doors. She didn't go, and she's not going some other places. I wonder if Usha will have an awakening, or if that can even remotely be tolerated in this administration. What do you think, Adrian?
I don't know necessarily if she'll have an awakening, but I definitely think she'll have an exit plan. I think if things get really hot, she already is prepared to get out and to get out on her own terms. I'm sure if she's a smart woman, she has some kind of foreign account somewhere, so she definitely has money that she can run and grab with her kids. Because the thing is, it's like this administration is playing with fire. It is engaged in acts that are completely undermining the Constitution. And as we saw with Trump's tweet about joining Britain, people are pushing back. It is a very fractured party because they're a segment of the MAGA militia that really wants to go full, not full MAGA, I would say almost full Klan. They want to go full apartheid. They really want to lean into this white supremacy. And the fact that Trump is unwilling to go that far upsets them. And so there is that clash. She knows it's fire. She knows that she is a smart woman, that she has options. And I'm sure she's prepared. She got her go bag.
If that ain't a damn lawyer for you there. I was going to put you in touch with her, but she's one too. Exit plan. I bet she has an exit plan. I'll put that on a t-shirt. I love it.